Hey there, hi there, ho there. First of all, a quick word on the departure from the U.S. of our good friend, the great Yossi Piamenta. Thank God he's leaving under his own steam. He's just going back home to Israel. I can understand that. I can understand wanting to go home. But we have enjoyed your presence. We will always, Yossi, enjoy your music wherever it's coming from. And we here stateside are missing you already. Now then, on to part 2 of spelling. One reason why there is less yeshiva speak going on in the blogs than there was in the radio days is because of spelling. The big issue being, of course, how to anglicize non-English words, especially some of the fun stuff that comes up in yeshiva. For example, one of the issues that we've seen in the blog more than once, and we will be catching up on it, by the way, is the term Ganze Meise. This being, of course, relevant to the Ganze Meise of Elio David, which is still in the works. Here it is shown as we spell it in the blog. Now, this is about the closest we can get. There is, however, always the chance of some uninitiated person looking at that and saying, oh, gee, that's Ganze Meise. Well, this, first of all, is how Ganze Meise would be spelled. And I know Ganze Meise very well. Ganze Meise is down the road from my high school. My high school sweetheart lived in Ganze Meise. It's right up the road from Irving Cohen, but that's another story for a whole different episode. In any event, we will endeavor to continue to get our yeshiva speak readable for the English-speaking audience, and we will appreciate, as always, all the suggestions that can be sent our way regarding the question from part 1, the spelling of that most subtle and most necessary of words, especially herein, that being, of course, bleh. Now then. One more item from current events for the moment, and this is shacked to an event taking place Sunday next, happily one day after Shabbos Pinchas, and it is National Go Topless Day in support of women's rights. Okay, works for me. One of the designated display sites, as it were, is Venice Beach, outside of L.A. Used to be home to me, and I know Venice Beach fairly well, and it's shacked to the following story. When I was some years back out early in the morning walking on Venice Beach, before the freaks came out, I happened to notice what appeared to be a large and rather elaborately blown glass bottle washing up in the tide. Well, by the time I could make my way to the tide line, it had been very politely deposited on the beach. So I pulled it in, knocked the sand off of it, and was admiring some truly impressive work, especially the silver filigree work around the stopper. And so, being a curious guy and always wondering what might really be inside one of these bottles that washes up on the beach, first time I'd ever really seen one, I popped off the top, and next thing I know, whoa, there's this huge plume of smoke, and when it all clears, there is indeed standing right there on the beach in all of his glory, a genie. Well, I was a bit younger and a whole lot more idealistic then, and I believed the literature that I'd read, and so, of course, I was partying. It's like, yes, all right, 3 wishes, let's rock and roll. And the genie's all, well, new generation, new rules. There's been cutbacks. You get 1 wish, kid. Make it good. At that time, I had just come back from a much too brief excursion to Japan with the band that I was in, and really wanted to go back and spend some more time there. To kind of compound the situation, we'd gone over nonstop. We came back with a stopover in Hawaii. I always missed that week in Hawaii that my guys got. And so I said to him, knowing, as I did then and do now, that I hate to fly. I hated dealing with airports then, and that was way before TSA. I said, I want you to make for me a bridge from right here, Venice, California, to Tokyo, with a stop off in Honolulu. At which point, of course, the genie freaked out. Are you out of your mind? You know what I gotta do with the treaties and the geological reports and all the environmental crap and that? Forget it. I'm not doing it. Come up with another wish. Yes, by the way, the genie did have a cigar and he just... Okay. I went right to item 2 on my list of 3, having eliminated item 1. And I said, okay, I want to know what women really want. The genie looked down, about 2 beats, looks up and says, you want 2 lanes of 4 each way on that bridge. No further comment is necessary. Now this. We will take a whack at the partial. But, once again, current events intervene. Do you know what this is? Of course it's a calendar. Do you know why the calendar is up in front of this face for radio, aside from just to give you all a little Rachmanis? Yes, of course there's a reason. Right here tonight. See this? This is right here tonight. This is the Maleki L'Chaim. Yay! Lots of laughs, lots of fun. Big mimer, dishes breaking. Yeah, good. Fun stuff, right? You see this tomorrow night? You know what that is? That is the beginning of the Dreivachen. Now, for those of you who may have forgotten from last year what is entailed in the Dreivachen, let's just go over it in brief. That's 3 weeks of no music, no meat, no hooch, no fun of any kind, topped off by Tisha B'Av. Yeah! Boy, let's make that one go away. Now look here. Only Bringing Mashiach will head this off. So, everyone, all the Rock and Mashiach heads, everyone involved in the intergalactic war on Golos has to get out and make the shtus. Grab your now legendary White Shabbos Mashiach preparation checklist. Get in your tie-dyes. Hit the streets. You know the consequences if we do not bring Mashiach, and I mean within the next, let's see, what time is it? Like that? That's my Ralph Stanley move. Whoa! We're on way short rations on our time, boys and girls. Get out there and say it loud. Say it proud. Tell us, sex, Mashiach now!